Good to see you.
Okay, Revenants. Here we are. Welcome back to Code Vein and the road to 100, where we find ourselves in the giant hole in the earth here, known as the Cathedral of the Sacred Blood. And oh boy, this is going to be a rough one. So, the Judgement Edge is the sword we're going to be. Yeah.
I'll keep watch then.
Okay, thanks, Louis. Judgement Edge is the two-handed sword, greatsword, whatever you want to call it, that we'll be looking at today, as this is a slashing-only weapon. Whether you use gifts or whether you use the weapon itself, it is a slashing gift or a slashing weapon through and through. And we have here 20% lightning damage imbued onto it through an Isis Chrome, because if we remember from last run, the Thickums, the giant white Thickums in here has a 0% resistance to slash, but they have a 10% weakness to lightning. And everybody through the Cathedral here is not affected by lightning at all, positive or negative. They're neutral, so it's nice that we can get that free 20% increase, but then we can get lightning weapon for another 20% increase, so that's free 40% damage increase overall. Now, the Golden Warriors, they will be kind of an issue here for us because they have a 25% resistance to slash, and since that's all we're doing is slash, we have to go for big damage overall to take them down. Now, this weapon is very, very, very weird that it's first strike, this one, and is an 80% multiplier of our damage on the card here. So at 1697 times 1.2 for the lightning damage times 0.8 for the first strike is our damage, and the second attack here, the sweeping sideways strike, is a 90% multiplier. So it's pretty bad that our regular basic attacks do absolutely horrible damage, but our running attack, this one you want to do, and it is a 30% increase to our damage, and the dodge attack is a 30% increase in our damage. So you definitely want to do the dodge attack, the running attack, and the charge attack. This attack right here is the highest damage on a charge attack in the game for a two-handed sword at 265% minus the warped blade that we just looked at with its blood pillars, and the black greatsword with its blood pillars, as well as those are not accounted for on the card, but just as a raw damage attack, it's the highest single strike attack in the game. So keep that in mind. Okay, so as we go over to this fine specimen here, we can go ahead and get a little bit of extra stamina there, and Louis' amount of overdrive there will definitely help us. I just can't get a backstab. There we go. It will help us to get an extra 25% damage paired up with our own stack of overdrive, which will give us another 25% damage increase. So we want to not get hit simply because of the fact that we want to keep our concentration going and our stacks of overdrive going, because that is where we will get a huge amount of our damage out on each of the enemies here. So if we go for an attack here, so 8,000, that's pretty good damage. And you'll notice that as we go through the invasion here, we will be wanting to do charge attacks wherever possible, but we'll kind of be on our toes for sure. Okay, so let's do that, and let's go for a lightning weapon for Louis and myself to have that increase. Okay, and let's go for a charge attack here. So you can see there, 8,600, and it's only going to get better as we get our other stack of overdrive here, if we can. Oops. And there we lost concentration, and I can't get a backstab again. There we go. So we'll need to go for charge and mobility here. Okay. And let's... Oh, okay. And I was stuck in the animation there, and I'm dead. And I'm dead because of the stagger attacks. I get hit by the lady, got inhibited, and then this guy the big lady there killed me. So yeah, and once you get locked into the animation of this sword, it is absolutely brutal in how it goes for having the enemy damage you during those animation uh, engagements. So it's definitely a problem. And if we go for a drain attack, whoops, oh good grief. The drain attacks are excellent. The backstabs are excellent because of our blood veil, and this would be a great time to go for either a drain attack or a charge attack. Either one is useful during those moments of the coming out of the drain attack of the backstab animation. Okay, so as we make our way back on over here and already use 2 heals, that's really bad. But we'll be able to make it through. I hope. This time we'll just have to not not tell you guys everything and anything that's going on. But yeah, we'll make it through. Don't worry. Okay, so let's go for a concentration, and let's go for our items here, as we need all the stamina and dodging ability and gift acceleration that we can go for possible. So good to have them. Okay. Whoa, here's somebody right here. Good. And spawning 3 of them is difficult here at this point. Okay, so let's see. Okay. Ouch. Okay, let's go for a launch. Okay, good. Go for quick mobility. Okay, let's go for her. Good. Let's go for her. Okay. Okay. Go for lightning. Alright, here we go. And let's go for a charge attack. There we go. Definitely good to have quick mobility there for sure. Go for stamina there. Oh. Okay. There we go. We're taking some heavy damage there for no reason, unfortunately. Remember, the running attack is very good. And the dodge attack is very good as well. Good job, Louis. Throwing her off the edge is a good idea. Okay. Let's go ahead and heal. Just so we're not inhibited here. Okay. Oh boy, we got all 3 of them. So let's run past here. Ouch. Oh, I'm locked onto the wrong lady here. Ouch. And we're both dead. Ah. That was unfortunate there to... I don't know why the reach was so long there for that lady, but oh well. Oh man, that is the really bad setup here for the Judgment Edge. Is it can do pretty good damage, pretty heavy damage, but it's gated by the fact that you got to do a charge attack. So that's really sad that is the case, because otherwise it's a pretty useless sword overall, just because of the fact that having such a bad modifier on the first and second strikes, it's really bad. But if you can get a charge attack off, I mean, when and where those opportunities are very few and far between. So having access to that is kind of a gimmick play. It's not really a standard, kind of hack and slash kind of a play. So unfortunate, but that's where we're at, and that's the hand we've been dealt for now with what we're going for. Okay, so at least our backstabs get good damage overall there. Okay, and we can go for a couple of these things here before the invasion starts, and we can maybe do some quick drains, some quick charge attacks here before any of us get going. There we go. Okay, and we got another monkey. There we go. Oh, good grief. Okay, so we lost concentration. Okay, so that's kind of bad. And you can see here that we don't even have a strong enough reach to make ourselves useful in any kind of way here. There we go. At least it does have a stagger built into it, so that is something. Okay, Louis. Okay. Ouch, we're dead. Oops. Oh, and we're dead. Louis, you killed me. You dodged this way, and you killed me. If her attack would have stayed forward, we would not have gotten hit there. But because of Louis' dodge backwards, we got smashed in the face. Okay, so a good option to bring with us would be Jupiter's Blade, but we don't have a veil for it at the moment. And if we would go for a veil, it would probably be the Venus Claw, but oh well. Okay, and that's the problem, is that you're kind of using the drain, or you're kind of using the blood veil and the drain and the charge attack of the Judgment Edge to hopefully get yourself some good benefit, but you know, it's just so hard and situational to use it effectively during an invasion that it almost feels like it's just you're really inhibiting yourself from having some good encounters just because of that fact. So let's go for it again here, and let's hopefully we can get a good run through here. Okay, so here we go. All right, and let's go for the big lady first. And again, singling out the enemies is very nice overall, but ouch. As you can see there, again, we're just unable to get paired up here conveniently versus any of these folks. Okay, good. We got a back-to-back backstab there. Good. Let's go ahead and heal. Okay, and let's go for quick mobility, lightning, and charge. Okay, and let's go for oh, I can't. Okay, they're coming after me. Alright. And where's that purple lady? Okay. Okay. Alright, we're not really doing too much of anything here, but we have to pick our engagements carefully here. Okay, let's go for a launch. Whoops. Yeah, definitely a launch now. Good. Go for a gift extension and more stamina ability here. Monkeys, go away. Okay, let's see here who's going for what. Okay, so we can go for, oops, good job, Louis. Good. And let's go for the big lady. I'm glad Louis knocked her off the edge. That was very good. Okay. Ouch. Just can't get those dodges on point there. Oh boy. Good. Okay, Louis, are you gonna heal yourself? And I'm getting attacked here. Good, got a backstab. Okay, let's see here. So we're not really using our sword too much, for good reason. And we're really relying on our blood veil here to carry us through. Okay, let's go ahead and heal. Okay. Good. Okay, and good. Alright, so we got the invasion done. Very good. Okay, whew. We're through that. Only a couple of tries there, so not too bad, but again, relying on the backstabs rather than going for the charge attacks is definitely a much better strategy there. We got 88 haze there for some reason.
Sorry.
Interesting.
On my way.
Yeah, it's definitely in your best interest to only use the charge attack in situational capacity rather than an all-out use case, simply just because of the fact that it's so unique of an attack and such that it's really difficult to use it effectively. Now, after a backstab or a drain attack or something, it's a great opportunity to pull out that huge drain attack there, and that is why, or that huge charge attack, or in situations like this, where you actually have the chance to use the attack, and you can get massive damage out on the enemy. But the problem comes just from the fact that you need to be ready and aware of when and how to use it. Okay. Let's see. Oh, couldn't poke her down because she's focused. Okay, good job, Louis. I was hoping to knock her down so we could get into a position where we could give her a charge attack, but that wasn't the case, so unfortunate. Alright, so now, again, we can use the dodge attacks to go for a 30% increase in our damage. That's very nice. Okay. And that charge, or that dodge attack there is very potent, because as soon as you dodge the enemy, you have an automatic retarget based on the AI of how the targeting system works, and you're able to reclose the distance to the enemy very quickly. Let's open this just for future reference if we need it. But you see that we are kind of Ichor starved because of our Blood Veil and our sword not having extreme amounts of recovery on our Ichor attacks or drains or anything. So it's kind of a problem. But just the fact that we have normal mobility while wielding such a huge weapon, it's really great stuff there. Okay, so we can go for a charge here. And since we can't use our drain attack when we stand on an item, going for a heavy charge attack on a weapon makes for a good use of the charge booster that we have on our passives for increased gift speed, or increased charge attack. What is this? Charge accelerator. Yeah. Okay, so as we make our way through on our charge attack, for our Blood Veil, we have a 2.5 times multiplier, multiplied by 1.3, multiplied by 20% for the lightning, multiplied by 1.25 squared from Louis and my overdrive that's attached to us. So it's really good stuff that we're able to have that amount of damage on a charge attack from our Blood Veil, as well as some really good damage on our charge attacks if we can actually, again, use them. So again, this sword is pretty situational overall. Ouch. But and there we just lost our overdrives from Louis and myself. So if we go for a charge drain, there we go, and now we can go for a charge attack. Good. So that works out really nice when those kinds of events happen back to back like that. There we go. Good. And now we're quick mobility again. So let's go ahead and heal. And one more. Good. And let's. I would like to not go for both at one time, but it looks like we don't really have a choice here, as we would have had to wait for her to come around. So we'll go for a charge attack here. That should get rid of her. And then we can go for lightning on her. Ouch. Okay, let's go for a launch. And this should do pretty good damage here. But again, remember, she is strong to slash. So that's really bad that we have that huge resistance on slash here. But just the fact that we're able to get around her quickly and easily there. But definitely took some heavy hits. Yeah, Louis and I have the same idea here to heal up. But now versus Thickums in here, we definitely will be at an advantage here, because she's weak to lightning, and has no resistance to slash. So backstabs and charge attacks and charge drains will all do superior amounts of damage here. So there you go. 2 hits, 1 backstab, and a charge attack, and she's gone. So very good stuff there. And again, if you can one-on-one these ladies, you have a really good time to be able to take them down pretty quickly, pretty simply, pretty swiftly overall. But in the event that you're getting into, you know, these crazy invasions here in the Cathedral, where you just get ganged up on all the time, it makes for a really bad encounter overall. Okay, so let's go for a charge attack here, and then let's go for a backstab. And see, when we lose that lightning on our weapon, we do about 2,000 less damage. So really bad there to lose lightning weapon versus the big lady. Okay, so let's see here what she's gonna do. Okay, I don't know what she's doing there. There we go. And let's go for a charge drain here. Okay, and let's go for a charge attack. There we go. Good stuff there. Okay, see, the one-on-one encounters are so much more easy, or so much easier, simply because of the fact that you have time to delay each of the attacks into themselves, so you're not worried about getting ganged up on at any point in time, or having any kind of situation where you're running out of the ability to get the drop on the enemy in a sense. Okay, so good that we had a missile there to heal up, because we were running low on items and healing items and so on and so forth. But Atlas is Hades is a pretty good blood code overall. Features really high strength and some pretty good use cases overall throughout the game. And if you look at the items here, Execution is an excellent gift. Survival Instinct is an excellent gift for early on stuff. And Regenerative Drain is a fantastic gift anytime, any point in the game overall. So definitely Hades is one of the better higher end kind of blood codes. But again, it does suffer from the fact that that it is a very heavy blood code overall. I just can't get a backstab there from her, and so having a low I-core count while having you know, the heavy blood code base mobility being slow, it definitely has to be helped in certain different ways. Okay, and I just can't get the backstab on her. Okay, gotta step next to the right leg a little bit more, but I just couldn't get that position. But you can see that the dodge mechanic to get that 30% increase to kind of offset the weapon's crazy low multipliers for the first and second strikes. So if you can just kind of play a dodge game, I would say that this weapon is pretty good if you can do that, but typically most of the time you're not using it as a dodge weapon. But that's kind of where it shines overall, is if you dodge or if you run, you can do really good damage outright to the enemy. And you can see there the dodge mechanic again, and that's mainly the way I would play this sword, is either a dodge or a charge kind of a weapon, rather than an all-out attack two-handed greatsword. Okay, so as we get this guy to drop down, oh, we missed him, but we'll go for the backstab. That's great. These guys have a really forgiving backstab region, so it works out really well for us overall. Okay, so as we make our way back through the maze here, we got a couple of creepers here that we got to take care of. There we go. And the running attack again gets you a 30% increase in your damage. So that is really good that we have at least two attacks that take us over that 100% mark. Because if we didn't, with this weapon would probably be the worst in the game. But it does have some redeeming qualities, and the charge attack being among the high end of them. And you can see there 8,000 damage on one attack. That's really good stuff overall. Okay, but as a regular weapon, I mean, it kind of it just doesn't have the potency that the other two-handed greatswords have. The poke attack, the thrust attack, is only a 15% increase in your damage. Okay. Oh, come on, that was a good parry. I don't know why that hit registered there, but oh well. But this attack here is very slow, very, very slow, and there's no way to increase the efficiency of that, which is really, really sad overall. But if you can use the running attack or the dodge attack or the charge attack, it's a pretty good weapon overall. But in the very, very unique situational cases, it has very low multipliers, considerably in most of the other areas. So it's kind of sad in that regard, which is why we go for a lot of the stamina abilities here, because we are constantly running and doing charge attacks and such, and it's really good if we can have all that stamina available to be able to do the charge attacks and charge drains. Okay, so here, as we go for this lady, we can go for a charge drain. Good. And then we can go for a charge attack. Oh, and Louis took my kill. That's unfortunate. Okay, so as we come up to the Argent Wolf Berserker, we know that we need to be doing blood damage, which we can switch up our sword here and our element, which is very nice, so we can go for, you know, kind of the maximum ability here on his damage attacks. And so we could go for the intensified, which is a big increase in damage there, and we can change this to blood, which is exactly what we'll do. Okay, and then for the blood veil, we can go for the fortified to go for the most backstab potential here and the most charge potential. But until then, we'll be running the lightning. And for the fight with the Berserker, I'd probably go for Sharpened Fangs, so we have more of a backstab presence overall. Okay, and here comes this guy. There we go. Or this girl, whatever it is. It's some ugly thing that we need to burst down quickly and easily. So good to take them down quick in those backstab or parry setups there, just because of the fact that they will almost one-shot me. So yeah, definitely don't want to mess around in any way with her. Okay, and as we go through here, we'll go for the purple lady. Okay, we'll go for this guy first. We'll kill him. Louis is knocking folks around, that's great. And we can go for the odd heavy attack there. And we can go to knock her down, but we really don't need to. And that knockdown there is only useful to set up a charge attack from this weapon, because in the event that you do a knockdown, you only do a 15% increase in damage, so it's not really too useful. But the knockdown is highly useful. Oh, hello. Oh, come on. She's gonna make me get monkeys. Here come the monkeys. I guess we can do monkeys first, and then we'll do her later. Yeah, get him, Louis. Kill the monkeys, please. Kill the monkeys for me. Oh. Okay. Oh. Monkeys are getting smart. And he's killing me. Oh, we're dead? Louis, please. Oh, come on. Louis dead. Yeah, you did fail me. And I failed myself. I thought I could get the launch attack off before she got there. Okay, so at least we got one door open. Okay. Yeah, my heart's fine. And we got to get through the second door. But you can see that we're just constantly starved for ichor, and it's a real problem that never goes away. And it's really sad that that's the case, but that's just how it is. And if we go for a charge attack here, and we could put her down. So our charge on our veil and our charge on our weapon are about the same potency in how much damage you can get out on them. So kind of important to keep that in mind. Ugh, you're gonna make me do monkeys again. There you go, Louis. Does it help? Come on. Oh, I missed the monkey. I just absolutely hate and despise the monkeys. They are the worst enemy for me in the game. I would rather fight anything rather than monkeys. Okay, good. At least I got some hits in there to recover some ichor. Okay, and then we got this lady. Good. Okay, perfect. And nobody else is activated, so we're free to move on our way. So the only enemy in here that we are superiorly matched against is the white thickums ladies, and that's kind of unfortunate, but that's just kind of how the build worked itself out here. There we go, and let's go for mobility. Always go for that quick mobility whenever I can, just because of the fact that it's a whole lot easier to manage the enemies that you come up against if you're able to run away quickly and then re-engage on your own terms. Okay, yeah, so do that, and that'll give me a free backstab here for some good ichor abilities, and then we can go for a charge attack. There we go. And you can see that even that little bit of health left that she had there, the regular first strike just wasn't even enough in its own right to take her down, and that's really where this weapon just falls flat on its face, just because of that small little detail that they put the damage multipliers for. It's so low that it almost makes it kind of useless overall as a weapon. But it is very interesting, very intriguing, and very strange, to say the least. Okay, and good, we got a backstab. That means that we can get a free charge attack off. And versus enemies that you can backstab, not versus bosses, but versus enemies and like the Argent Wolf Berserker, if you can get a backstab on them and put them down and follow up with a heavy charge attack, you can do some pretty great things with the weapon there. I mean, 7,000 is pretty good, but then you get into the regular slashing attacks and such, and you know, it just kind of falls flat on its face, which is really sad. But it's an intriguing weapon, and it definitely, you know, is interesting that it comes from Mido, and Mido, you know, can slice your face off with it. But then when you pick it up, it's not exactly the world's best thing. So let's go ahead and do our switcheroo here, and we'll go for Sharpened Fangs here, and go for the Fortified, as it has a huge drain attack potential here for a backstab on this guy. And then, of course, we're going here for Blood Weapon, and that should be, I mean, that should be plenty to get us going here, and we'll go for a charge. And Gift Accelerator, and okay, let's go. And we'll go for a backstab first, because he always presents himself a happy little boy here to give us that backstab. And you can see that we don't have too good of damage, but if we get another yeah, oh, I think we got the cancel. We got the cancel. Okay, that's awesome. Let's go for a charge now. Good. So he will not go into his second phase. Oh, I'm so happy that we got the cancel there. That is awesome. Okay, let's go for a charge. There we go. Ouch. Okay. Oh, what are you doing? Don't do that. Oops. Okay, can I get Lee? Yep. Okay, let's go for a launch. Very nice. And let's go for Louis going for a drain. Let's go for another launch. So this is very nice that that he did not go for that second phase there, because we can just take our time here and go for whatever we want. There we go. Okay, so not bad on the Berserker there, and simply because of the fact that we got the transition cancel on the backstab there. That made it such an easier fight, because during the second half or during the phase 2, he gets a doubling of resistance on his of damage against us. So it makes for a very, very difficult fight if you don't get that transition cancel. But anyways, we made it through halfway through the Cathedral. Tomorrow we'll finish up and finish out the other half, and we'll have another build and everything for you. So thank you all for watching, and we'll see you tomorrow in the second half for more invasions and more fun with two-handed swords.